today I told you we would be having the head girl of South Africa in the building. She is a queen of purpose, of grace, of so much more than absolutely everything that she said she would do, because she's gone on to exceed it. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about none other than Natasha Joubert.
Love it.
Natasha,
I love you.
I love you more. We love you.
You know, if you request me for 100 interviews, 100 days after, I'll do it.
Natasha,
Because when I leave, I feel better about myself.
babe, I feel like whenever anyone is in your presence, we all feel better about ourselves. I mean, if you can just think about it, we've been dreaming of this day since last week, you know, because we were waiting for the queen to be in the building.
I am here anytime.
Natasha, it is so incredible to be able to celebrate you because of what you've done over the last year. Your reign has been something out of a storybook. I was literally telling you just the other day, but I'll tell you again. I remember sitting with people and they were like, guys, Natasha was born to be Miss South Africa.
Yes.
Like, it's who she was meant to be. And this is why I think we're so excited to hear from you in terms of how you feel about, you know, your reign and everything that's happened. But before we get to that, ma'am, we have a young question to ask you, because we have something called the Great Divide on 5 Drive, okay? And for us, we are asking our 5 Drive family, do you believe in job hopping or do you believe in company loyalty? Which one is it?
Guys, I'm job hopping from being Miss SA to not.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
I'm job hopping to just being Natasha, so you know, you do you. Can I be honest?
Yes,
if you aren't
please.
feeling fulfilled, if you aren't feeling like you're being pushed and growing, then it's not the right environment.
Sure. I love
Pretty
that.
much.
I love that. Sweet, simple, to the point.
I mean, I had 3 jobs before entering Miss SA the first time.
Mm-hmm.
First one was an admin job.
Okay.
I'm not a person meant to sit at a desk. I have ADHD, so
Me
it was
too.
terrible. I was finding 5 different things to do, but my job.
Yeah, there we go.
And then I used to work 3 months. It was it was very long. 3
Yes.
months that I worked. I'm not going to say where, but I had to drive every single day at 6, and I know the traffic. Many people face it. Wasn't for me. I was like, sorry, I need to find something else.
Yes.
So then I spoke my way into getting this job doing marketing at a law firm, because I was busy doing my marketing degree.
Yes.
I winged it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to meet different people. Also, like, I must say, like, I talk a lot.
We love
Yeah.
it. Yes, we love hearing
So
from
that
you.
job was great. And then I entered Miss SA. So I job hopped 4 times before being even 22.
I mean, Jude, are you and Nick, are you gonna fight with Miss SA?
No.
Okay,
No,
perfect.
no, I'm not.
Are we talking about fight or physical fight? Because I'll take on
No.
either
No,
one.
None of the above.
none of the above.
kidding.
Natasha, you are absolutely just such a freaking incredible person to watch, because like I said earlier on, you live in your purpose. You are not just Miss South Africa, but you are Natasha Joubert, who puts the work into what they said they were going to do, which is why I definitely think that we are so excited about everything you're doing. But one of the things I'm most excited about is how on the very first day I met you as Miss SA, you were like, I'm going to be a presenter. And now you are the presenter of Crown Chasers. Ma'am, get out of
Come
here.
on.
Crazy.
Yes. Speak to us about it. You know, how was that journey? How is it just, you know, being at the helm of it? And honestly, how was it stepping into those boots?
Yes, hard. Listen, humbling.
Yes.
No, can I be honest? Like, whenever I do something, it's for me like, I don't want to go through classes to be this certain person or to change it. Like, if they're not going to take it like it is, then it's not for me. So
Yes.
going into Crown Chasers, I was like, I don't want to have the presenting voice, or I just want to be Natasha, but be confident when I do speak and present, and I have personality. And, you know, the first 3 days, I was so nervous, guys. I remember the lady that did the mic, Karabo, she was like, why is your heart racing? I'm like,
Yes.
don't tell me you can hear that.
They can.
So I walk up to the girls and I'm like, I have to now say my line. And we spoke about the whole script thing, hate scripts, want to say it off by heart. But obviously day one, you don't know of anything better. So I now greet them, and you can even hear, like, my voice went, gone, and I'm like, act cool, there's 30 girls that want your crown that's on your head currently. So I think it's, now that we spoke about job hopping, it's like, if you don't put yourself in uncomfortable positions to really like push and grow and almost do something that you're very unfamiliar with, you'll be surprised what you can actually do.
100%.
I was surprised. Not that I say I'm where I want to be at all. I know I still have a journey of learning and figuring things out as Natasha. And, Miss SA really did give me a few hats to wear. Then you're doing interviews, then you're doing a shoot campaign, then you speak at schools, then you're a host. So it's really like you take away from it, and it pushed me. Crown Chasers really was a pinnacle in my reign.
I can imagine. I can imagine. I just want to say to you, a very well done, Natasha, because to anybody who does not know, doing a reality TV show as a host is one of the most difficult things you will do. And the fact that was your very first job, that is incredible.
Thank
and
you.
you killed it, my love, and are killing it right now.
I feel like while I was in studio, you were sitting in Zanzibar being host. Little slightly different, but you were same. Also, it's a busy.
Oh my goodness. But babe, we got a couple of voice notes that are coming through from the WhatsApp line. Listen to this.
Hey Tash, it's Honda here, wishing you a super happy birthday. I know you've had an incredible year, and we're also excited to see what you're going to be doing next. Lots of love, my friend, and hope to see you soon. Alrighty, bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Natasha Joubert, my Juffrou Suid-Afrika 2023. I hope you had a really lovely day and that you got a lot of hugs from your dogs and from Enrico, and that you ate a lot of cake. Happy birthday.
Hi Natasha, just here wishing you a happy birthday. I hope you had an exceptional day and may God continue to bless you.
Hey Natasha, it's Lungo. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I hope your day was just as amazing as you are. Your reign has been phenomenal, and hopefully the last few months are just as amazing. Wishing you all of the best and sending hugs and kisses.
Hey Natasha and 5 Drive team, this is Bryony aka Bree Bree. I just want to wish Natasha a happy belated birthday for yesterday. I hope you had a very special day. My girl, this past year you have shone amongst the stars, and we have all seen the hard work that you put in, yet you still make it look so easy. I know that there are many blessings coming your way in these next couple of years. You are great, and I wish you all the very best. Lots of love.
Natasha, are you feeling special right now?
Oh, you guys. I did not expect that.
Well, expect the unexpected on 5 Drive. But
really,
I think
thank
that's...
you guys.
Aww.
And really, to my class of 2023, you will forever hold such a special place in my heart. Like, just hearing their voices.
I mean, those are the girls that were on the journey with you.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, they do know the ins and outs and how tough it can be. So, thank you, Ellen.
Oh, we
really,
love you.
thank you so much.
They love you. And I hope that you are feeling very special right now.
I am.
Good.
Thank
Good.
you.
Okay. Natasha, we have so much to unpack still. I mean, we've only got into like one thing, and there's so much about this woman. So 5 Drive family, do not go anywhere. We are literally on the way. Just getting you started in terms of celebrating Natasha Joubert for what, Nick, we are calling, one of the greatest reigns of all time for Miss South Africa.
It has been unbelievable and beautiful to watch, and how you've committed to the causes that you spoke about for the entirety. Like that is something for me that is inspiring, because despite the crown, you continue the work, and I think that's just so beautiful.
100%.
Thank you so much, guys.
Aw, don't go anywhere.
I want to come back. This makes me feel better.
And you know what, Natasha? Also, why your reign is one of the most incredible is that you went on to wear so many hats while being Miss South Africa. And I think it's so beautiful. And also, you started the work that you were doing even before you became Miss South Africa. And by the work, I'm talking about education.
Yes.
You've been a mouthpiece for this. And on top of that, you've also been a part of awarding students bursaries. Yeah. Speak to us about why it was so important for you to do this, why it was your cause when you were actually now becoming Miss South Africa, and why you still feel so strongly about it.
Yes. And I think I will forever feel strongly about this. And, when you go through experience, it hits differently. Like when you've experienced something firsthand, nothing can match that. Like the drive just comes from you.
Yeah.
So, back in 2020, if I can compare it to my first journey with Miss SA and how it kind of blossomed into this journey specifically, I remember when you enter Miss SA, people always ask why. What's your why? Like, what are you going to do and how are you going to implement this? Because so many people speak on, I want to empower women, or I want to cure this or do this, but how are you going to physically do it? We have a challenging country. There's so many issues, guys. Yeah. Like, if you just think of potholes and Eskom, just those two. Let's quickly speak about it, right?
That's how
now
we say.
You add on people that can't afford intuition. And so, when I went to varsity first year. My mother was very crystal clear. She was a single mom and she just said, I can't afford it. Like, I have 3 kids. My brother and my sister at that time was busy doing law degree through UNISA and then working whilst paying their own studies. So I was the last born and my mother was like, you're going to have to do the same. You're going to have to work and pay your own studies. And I was like, okay, I can do this, but I always try and find the routes out. Like, okay, how else can we?
Yes.
So I did a few modeling competitions, and that's obviously also where the dream of being Miss SA started. And so there were these few specific competitions that had Boston bursaries as prizes.
Yeah.
So first place, you will win 15K bursary towards your fees, or 30,000 Rand, or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And so I would target those competitions. And every time I would go with my mom and I would be like, I have to win this because there's no way now that I'm going to work and pay like, do you know how expensive education is?
Very expensive,
Yeah.
ma'am.
It ain't cute.
No, it's
and
not.
when my friends want to come and say like, after I think my one friend studied for like 7 years and she's like, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm
do I
like,
want a doctor? Do you want to be a PhD?
can we get a refund? And so I accumulated, a few thousand towards my Boston bursaries that I now got through the competitions that I won. And so I started doing my marketing degree through Boston. I actually started out with business management for a year because I only had the fees for a year. And then as I got more, I switched over to a degree. And so when I went into Miss SA the first time, I was almost quite shy about admitting that I couldn't study. Like financially, there was no means to do that. And because I had friends that were very privileged, like their parents would pay for it, they would get the car and matric, and I didn't have any of that. I had to provide that for myself. And so I went through the whole first journey, Miss Universe and everything, and when I came back, I was like, okay, cool. You weet, I'm not coming back for exposure because I felt like I did pretty well the first journey that I tackled. Like I was fine, but I wanted to come back for legacy.
Impact.
And it was so nice, and I feel like it was meant to be because the question was asked very clearly, and the mission statement on the night, that was the first time it was done, was cool. You're going to stand for something, but how? We're judging you on how are you going to implement. I actually had these conversations with Boston before entering, I think back in Feb, and I only entered in that June. And they said, okay, cool, if you don't win, what's going to happen? I said, I'm going to continue. I had some sort of following on social, so I was like, I'll still, make awareness, because for them it was like, okay, cool, I will give it. What can you do in return? Because, that's how it goes. And I said, no, this is something that I want to do regardless if I win. And so when I went through my journey, I never openly really spoke about it. I didn't feel like it was something I had to push and force. And when the mission statement came, I was like, okay, goodness, this was what I was busy doing.
Yeah.
I love
now
that.
we're going to mention it. And so that night, the support I received when I mentioned, I already got bursaries, I want to make this bigger.
Yes. And
People really were pro education, and I love that. So it's something I will continue post-train.
And I think it's so poetic in the sense of how you were able to do it the way that you had to go. And now here you are giving out these bursaries. But now it's led to all of these different school tours and all of these ways in which you're speaking to young people.
I love that. I love the fact that Miss SA, and you specifically as Miss SA, have gone out and actually connected with so many people across the country. Talk to me about that experience.
Yes. Guys, I love people.
And people love you, girl.
I would literally hug everyone.
Yes.
And no, I really, really do love when it's more in person. And I had really an honor to travel a lot during my year, and so the school tour was special to me.
Yeah.
We haven't done a lot of it. We had done a few school visits, but this was like really getting all the girls in one room and having the conversation and having them ask questions that they might be too afraid to ask at home, or and so it was really like a different type of connection for me. We spoke also on our first shaving experiences, something that also is a taboo subject, same as period poverty and going through all of that. So really a safe space that was created by Intuition. And we went to PE, and we went to Durban, and we went to Cape Town and Joburg, and then Mandela Day I was in Soweto, also speaking to primary kids. So I really have found purpose in my life, and super thankful.
Honey, you
That's
have
beautiful.
not just found purpose. I keep saying you're living it out, which is so beautiful. And this is why we appreciate you, because you keep making that impact that you speak of. You said you wanted to come and do it. You didn't just do it, you are doing it and continuing to, and I know it's going to continue even beyond the crown, forgive me. So thank you for that. Thank you for being such a beacon and such a light. I really think it's so incredible.
It's so beautiful. And we have a little surprise for you.
Another one.
So
Another one. It's my birthday today again.
Exactly. So it was your birthday yesterday, and we wanted to celebrate you. So producer Shabzi and Masego are going to come through.
Yes, they are. They have a little something for you.
It's so beautiful, and we also just want to say, as a show, as 5 Drive, and as a station, as 5FM, thank you for being our Miss SA. Yes, you're saying goodbye to the crown, but your legacy lives on. So thank you for that.
And that is why right now, producer Shabzi Medallion and producer Masego, they are bringing in a beautiful bunch of flowers.
Bouquet of flowers and some chocolates as well.
Yes. and this is obviously, like we said, like you said, Nick, just to celebrate you, Natasha.
Really, thank you.
No, babes, you deserve all of the love, and I think it's because of all the love that you've put out there while being Miss SA. And here's to Natasha Joubert, the one who is Miss SA, the one who is an advocate for education, the one who speaks loudly and proudly about mental health and how important it is, but also the one who is such an incredible human being. Thank you for that. We appreciate you and we love you.
I love you guys too.
It's Natasha
Thank you so
Joubert,
much.
everybody. And Natasha, just to end off, we would like to ask you, because I feel like, you know what, this is something that we might possibly never be able to ask ever. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna, like ever. So here we are taking on this beautiful opportunity to be able to do so. You remember this, don't you?
Yeah. My heart starts pounding again.
Miss South Africa 2023 is Natasha, right there where the beat was going. What was going through your mind?
I've listened to this so many times.
Yeah.
Literally, like I can even try and mimic, but yo, guys, can I be honest?
Yeah.
Though? Okay. The night before really wasn't cute for me. It was dress rehearsal, so what people don't see and the public don't see is you do the whole show, wardrobe, everything, hair, makeup, Q&A, as if it's the live show with no audience but with the judges. And so it didn't go really well there for me. I just didn't feel it. I don't know if I had to feed off energy from the crowd. And so I went to my room and I remember standing in the shower and praying, and I was like, Lord, I've done so well in Crown Chases. Please don't let me sabotage myself tomorrow night in front of the whole South Africa. And so when the night started, I was quite anxious. And as I went on, I don't know why, everything just went calm. So when I stood there, I was like, what if I win? Like, I don't feel like crying because I'm so calm. But why am I so calm? Very weird. But as soon as she called my name, guys, tears out of nowhere.
Tears, my baby.
Tears out of openings that I've never knew existed.
Natasha, you know that there's going to be girls who are going through the very same thing that you went through. What are your words to them? And what do you say to them just to motivate them and encourage them a little bit?
I love them dearly, because I've spent so much time, when I was hosting, I spent the journey with them. I saw them open up, parts where South Africa didn't see it on the show. And so they are so capable. And what I said to them was, you can push it as far as you want to, but honestly, it really is a destiny thing.
Sure.
Because I tried and forced it in 2020. I really want to be Miss SA, but I was like, at what cost? And so when I came back, it felt effortless. So it might not be your time now, but it's difficult to trust the process when you feel so vulnerable and so exposed. But just know that it's normal. It's really normal, girl to girl that's been through Crown Chasers and Miss SA. Super normal. Don't be too hard on yourself. But when you go back in August, show the world.
Beautiful.
Pitch up for yourself. You don't look left. You don't look right. You don't compare yourself to your roommate, to the strongest girl there. Tunnel vision.
Love it.
Because it's now or never. Pretty much.
I love it.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, Natasha Joubert. And she will go on to be celebrated for decades, for centuries, forever and ever as Miss SA 2023.
This is 5